This is an emergency broadcast. This is not a test.
You are listening to Brapwatch.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Brapwatch.
Hi.
This is our Christmas special, I guess, even though it's going to come out in the new year.
Yeah, it's probably not
Whatever.
getting edited this week, right?
But no, this will get edited on time.
Oh,
I'm
will
a
get
good
posted
boy.
on time.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand because
Yeah.
this will be after
Yeah.
Christmas special.
Yeah, this episode releases on the
Following Monday.
2nd of the next year, I think.
Wow.
I need my phone, actually, because we've got talking points today. That's right, everyone. Brapwatch is getting more organized.
Slowly
Nate
but
is starting to
surely.
care a little bit more, I think. I don't know. What's new with you guys? This episode actually comes out right before New Year's. It comes out on Monday the 30th.
That's what I thought. I wasn't sure though. I don't have the schedule.
I'm spending money like I get paid next week, and I don't. So, it's fine.
Yeah, I was overdrafted.
I have never been overdrafted, and I really don't.
Well,
think
I
of it
just
now.
spent like $900 on bills all at once, which is my fault.
I spent $300 on Christmas.
Yeah,
kind
no
of
one's getting
awesome.
Christmas gifts. from
Christmas
me.
Eve so far. I mean,
Oh,
Christmas shopping. Oh boy, I think I hit a new max this year. But honestly, I didn't travel, so I kind of factored that into what I was getting for everybody. I loved that.
So what I do frequently is when I have nothing to say, I scroll way back in my camera roll to find an image to send.
Yeah,
Well, this is from maybe 2017, 2018.
it feels like a 2015 meme. Yeah, you've been an anti-Zionist for a long time, Alden.
I have no one to blame but Ethan's mom,
Okay, that's
Ethan.
crazy.
my old roommate.
Was Ethan Jewish?
From North Carolina, though.
South Carolina.
Oh,
Charleston,
shit, my
South
bad.
Carolina.
Okay, was his family Zionist?
Probably.
Yeah. His mom was, at the very least.
Well-
He wasn't. He didn't really give a shit.
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
his sister went on her birthright trip or whatever.
I'm kind of jealous. I would love to go on a birthright trip to Israel.
Look, if it wasn't in the current state, I could probably finesse it.
Did you like my letterbox review for The Brutalist?
Yeah. Yeah, a Scranton trip feels like a birthright trip. Good luck.
Yeah,
so excited.
That'll be interesting.
I'm so excited to experience this.
It's gonna be an entourage. You're definitely gonna get along with Helena and Gianna if they end up coming and pulling through. Like,
Well, I think they should come to Margaritaville anyways.
Helena will.
Yeah.
Helena's getting a hotel for Margaritaville.
If Helena is there, you need to convince Helena to convince my friend Jordan Harris to come to Margaritaville.
That I can do. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a fun little side quest. That'll be a really weird way to start 2025.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be staring at a whole lot of walls. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of moments where I'm just gonna get overstimulated and I'm just gonna stare out into the distance.
Maybe, but probably not.
Well, Josh was assuring me that the Airbnb is so big that I will have plenty of room to go find spots for solitude.
Okay.
I was like,
I think
thank
it's
you.
only 3 bedrooms, so.
I thought it was more than that, but it looked bigger. It has a foosball table.
Look, they
So
always.
does his basement. Everything you have said about this Airbnb just sounds like his basement.
Every single Airbnb looks bigger on the app. I've never been in one that's bigger.
I
in
don't
real
know. As
life.
long as it's bigger than this living room, I'm
Actually,
happy.
The one I stayed in Winter Park was bigger.
Okay.
That's the exception for me.
I stayed in a really big one in DC. It was my first Airbnb experience after the Black concert I went to.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a hot tub. They had
in D.C.?
yeah, they had a hot tub
Whoa.
in like the backyard, like a little cabana kind of situation, and then they had love sack couches and shit all throughout. It was awesome.
That sounds pretty nice.
It was very, very nice.
The only time I've been in an Airbnb that was like bigger than what I expected was the one that I rented this past summer to take my family camping. And like, it wasn't that I thought that it looked small on the like app, but it was the concept of like, it says it's like, you know, sleeps this many people. I don't really see where the beds are. kind of thing.
Okay.
But it worked out great. There was a nice little loft upstairs and things like that, and it was very comfortable. It was the perfect size for my whole family, and that was my Christmas present to everyone last year, was getting the Airbnb and camping trip secured. So that was good. I'm glad that worked out pretty well. So we do have some talking points today. Do we want to start with our little celebrity gossip corner, because that Twitter thread kind of floored me, and I don't think
Yes.
What did I miss?
it's in
We're
our
about to
Twitter
learn.
DMs.
Yeah.
So apparently, like,
B word Blanco.
Yeah.
apparently people like are really not okay with the fact that like Selena Gomez is like engaged. It sounds like that's the controversy.
I feel
here.
like they just don't want her to be happy.
No one wants Selena Gomez to be happy, it seems.
I guess having an autoimmune disorder or autoimmune issues makes you just not worthy of love.
Okay, I have autoimmune issues now, apparently. So, like, go fuck yourself, Selena. You're a billionaire.
So yeah, this Twitter user who doesn't have a username and just goes by New York City Leopard. So I mean, I really like if they're credible, like I don't care. I hope this person is like gets off the couch at some point and does something with their life. But anyway, NYC Leopard says a threat of exposing Hollywood's most problematic couple, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. So before we get into this thread, I would like to say Hollywood's most problematic couple is what you're leading with.
Oh, we're not gonna look at. Isn't P Diddy have kids? And like, no! Oh my God!
Yeah, I mean, they're not his.
Wait, they're not his kids?
Well, I mean, he does have a son and stuff, but like, I thought you meant like, does he have kids? Yeah, he has kids.
I'm sorry, I meant to say, doesn't he have
Covered
a
in
partner?
oil.
Oh, doesn't he have a partner?
Also kids. Okay.
I'm trying to think. There's oh my God, Aaron Taylor Johnson
Yes.
and his decrepit ass grandma.
Look, she hasn't gotten the substance yet.
You mean wife?
Unfortunately,
I mean, that is vaguely problematic because he was definitely groomed, but still, most problematic couple. I mean,
wait, is Beyonce and Jay-Z not in the running?
I feel like that's got to be pretty high up there. I mean, who else is? I mean, there's like Woody Allen and his wife are a Hollywood couple. Fucking Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
You can't do that because he was on the cross.
What?
You didn't see this one?
We're gonna learn.
Oh my God!
So we're gonna start off with Benny laughing while filming a dog.
It looks like
humping
he
a
peed
child.
himself.
He laughing while what?
A dog was humping a
So
child.
Oh God, I've seen
the
this.
first thing is him laughing at this clip of a kid getting mounted by like a little French bulldog, and then he just says, "Hold on to the things you love." That's not even like. I mean, that's just kind of cringe. Also, this is from 2016. Oh my God!
This is my lock
Look at
screen
Matthew
currently.
Alapatu, dude. That's a great photo.
Wow.
This was after we did 4 airplane bottles worth of Hennessy, and then also smoked a few cigarettes before we went on a hike
What
and
a
then got
man!
brunch.
What a man! Benny is also a Zionist who prayed for Israel. I mean, half of Hollywood, if not more, is a Zionist.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Israel is amazing, and all but at Drake really make me proud to be a Jew. Okay. This is from November 11th, 2018. And then on October 11th, 2010, he said, I feel like I'm in Israel on this flight to Miami.
I've been trying to like figure out what that means.
Yeah, that's...
What?
I'm going to tweet out, I feel like I'm in Israel on this flight to Columbus next time I fly out there.
Me going to Richmond.
I mean, like, those are just dumbass tweets. Like,
His old Twitter was kind of like...
cringe, probably.
It was honestly kind of
problematic
perfect.
a little bit, but like,
Definitely.
not to the point in which it's like this guy's a monster and trying to kill people, or like is a groomer or something.
Has he ever been that?
No, I'm just saying, like, to say that this is Hollywood's most problematic couple, all I'm seeing is a very annoying little dicky wannabe, and then Selena Gomez.
I think people just hate to see a really ugly guy get with someone who is conventionally much more attractive than them.
Yeah,
Who
I
also-
always am, because it's not even just ugly. They are a terrible person every single time.
Well, we just
I don't know
established
him
before
personally.
recording that my new girlfriend is a lot prettier than me. So, am
That's
I a
not what
horrible
was said.
person?
That is not what was said.
He also said that one of his friends peed in his mouth one time, and he said it was surprisingly good. Again, why are we kink shaming?
I don't know
This
if
this is
that's-
not a quality of his character.
That's not a problem.
If you were surprisingly impressed with your friend's piss taste, that's not for the internet to dictate you being a bad person.
Honestly, this is a good joke. I don't know why this is problematic.
I met a Jew who never had a pickle this morning. That just doesn't make sense. That's like meeting a prostitute who's never had sex. That's a good joke.
That's a good joke.
If Norm Macdonald said that, people would be like, God, he was a comedic genius.
Yeah. That tweet has been deleted, unfortunately.
He also sexualized his dog by putting a strap-on dildo at its crotch, which I think, again, that's kind of weird. I don't like that, especially when there's also a video of a child getting humped by a dog on your page. But I'm not going to... I mean, like, is there enough evidence to say he's a Shane Dawson type?
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't think you should. Like, why are you involving your pet at all in any of this? Like, that's weird.
I don't know why people are coming for his dog. His dog looks eepy. Leave it
His
alone.
dog looks like it needs to be put down.
He also committed religious intolerance and disrespected Jesus. He's so disgusting. He like put himself on a cross. It looks like it was for like a music video or some sort of publicity stunt. So I'm
I'm gonna withhold comment from this one, other than it looks like he peed himself.
He definitely did a little. I do like that he's also wearing the pink like Star Wars boom operator like fucking shorts.
Yeah.
He also mocked a Bjork appearance where he looked like this. I can't believe Bjork is pushing 50. She's not looking so good.
She's looking
This
fantastic.
picture of him. I mean, whatever.
I feel like a lot of this is just like very subjective takes and not.
To say he's homophobic, xenophobic, and lesbophobic for things that I've said. At Diplo in February of 2010, what up, fag? Okay.
Lesbophobic?
This is.
He said, going through my middle school pictures and I look like a Mexican lesbian. I think I've said that those exact words multiple times. I don't think that that's problematic. I think that's a funny joke. Once again.
I wouldn't call that statement inherently lesbophobic or whatever.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, I guess he called Kesha a fag as well, but it's like, it's 2010, 2009. He's taking the power back. I mean, he was clearly at the time a closeted homosexual. Now he's marrying Selena Gomez. So, I don't know why we're bashing this man.
I just don't like him. I think the Threads is weak, but I don't like him.
I don't care about this guy. I didn't know who this guy was until this thread. I know nothing about Benny Blanco.
He's like really prominent in the music scene.
He's really ugly too.
Music writing and producing.
He's a songwriting and producer?
Yeah.
Who does he produce for?
He's done so much work with Justin Bieber, a lot of other big artists.
Okay, so do you think he's in like a challengers thing with Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber? And
No.
do you think they're in a polycule?
I think Justin could be potentially.
I would argue that Zendaya and Tom Holland are more problematic than this.
Why?
Well, I wouldn't say it's Zendaya, but I would
Why
say
are
Tom
they
Holland.
problematic?
I don't know. They're weird. They creep me out.
Why?
They give Will and Jada Pinkett Smith vibes.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Zendaya is necessarily Jada Pinkett Smith tier or anything like that.
No, I think
But
Tom Holland might be.
yes. I think Tom Holland is a white monster. And I'm not talking about the energy drink.
I mean,
You
it
drink
does look
white
like he has a
monsters.
frog in his mouth at all times.
I would just like to see him do something good that isn't Spider-Man.
Yeah. I don't think he can.
Why did he get that role?
He auditioned.
Why did they pick him?
Because he's the first Spider-Man in like 2 decades that actually looks of age.
I still think Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think that's a
Yeah.
pretty common opinion. Like, I think that's probably still true. He's perfect for what those movies are going for tonally, at least.
Yes.
There are very
he just
little,
doesn't look like a high school.
That's fine.
very little movies in my life that my dad actually cared about enough to like get me like pull me out of school for. And opening day for the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire was one of them.
I never really watched those movies growing up as a kid. I wasn't really allowed to, but when I saw them around the time the Amazing Spider-Man movies came out, I liked them a lot. I liked them so much, actually, especially Spider-Man 2.
No, I was obsessed with those movies. I was obsessed with the Spider-Man 2 game on the PlayStation 2. I'm spotting your spoiler alert jacket right now.
It's a really nice hoodie, honestly. It's like double XL, and it's really baggy on me, and I feel like one of those like edgelord kids that played Kingdom Hearts, and then got a giant black hoodie and pretended to be in like the whatever the fuck, the 13 Disciples or whatever the fuck.
Please.
I feel like Epic Mickey.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just a Keyblade short of... I don't know. I haven't played those games in a long time.
I've never played those games.
They were kind of good. They were better than most of the Final Fantasy games. At least the first two. I have not played the third one, and I've heard horrible things.
I don't know. I've never given a shit. I just don't like Disney like that.
So back to this relationship drama. Selena started off by being a Zionist just like her husband. And this is apparently her being a Zionist. An Instagram comment said, she out here doing the absolute most under this post over some fuck-ass relationship. But when asked to stand with the people of Palestine, all of a sudden she had to take a social media break. And she said, yeah, you're right.
Oh, so no, she's more of a Zionist because the CEO of her beauty company is a very, very big Zionist.
Well, that would be good information to put in this thread.
And her company donates a lot of money to Israel.
Well, good. They need the help to,
I guess,
do whatever they're doing. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and, say that there shouldn't be a witch hunt in Hollywood for Zionists, but, if we gathered them all
I don't
up
know.
and put them in
McCarthyism was
wait.
really funny. It'd be cool if we did it again.
Wait, we can't do that. That's bad.
This expired in April 2024.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
That's why it's slightly flat, isn't it?
Well, I don't know what you want from me. I got it at the Bright Bodega.
Yeah, that tracks.
I'm not mad.
No, I'm satisfied with it. It's still is a drink.
My bad. Just commenting he is so unhandsome. It's crazy. And then she says, I've had Botox, baby girl. Okay.
Yeah, I
Weird
don't know
flex.
if she would have looked worse without the Botox.
I think we're
but
talking
like,
about him, right?
yeah, and she was saying that she would have been ugly too without the Botox, but that's just not true. She's never been ugly and probably would never have been with or without Botox.
Selena?
Yeah.
I think she just looks like a normal person. Like
Exactly.
she looks conventionally
With or
attractive.
Without Botox.
I feel like as she's like aged and it's a little bit more noticeable in her face, she looks honestly better. Like she looks correct for what she should be at her age.
And that's why her beauty company did so well right off the bat.
Yeah.
Because she looked like a normal fucking person.
Also, I will say I like the blushes for Rare Beauty. They're nice.
I mean, I'm not going to be
I just think-
accusatory, but people that are like, oh my God, 2009 Selena looks so much better. I'm like, yeah, she was 16, bro. Chill, you fucking pervert. Oh, she's got like shoulders now, or like, I don't know, she has a chin. It's like, okay, good. She's an adult. She's a grown-ass woman. She should look like an adult. I don't like this. I don't like Madonna trying to look 23 again. This is some substance shit. I'm not into it. I'm not about it. No, thank you. Let people be looking normal, please. And I think you're right. I think her beauty product line is as popular as it is because people have always looked to her as like someone who's at least somewhat relatively transparent with whatever body dysmorphia issues they have.
Yes.
And then it makes cosmetics for normal people. This isn't
It's
like
the same thing with Rihanna, except her products are better.
The foundation is ass. I'm sorry. Fenty's foundation
I
is
don't
not
know.
good.
I've never fucking used it.
But
I just like Rihanna better, so I'm just making this blanket statement.
Oh, well, that's fair.
I guess she refused to help the BLM movement, which, I mean, if her idea of helping the BLM movement was just to donate to a GoFundMe page, that's probably actually a good cause. It's probably a good thing.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Yeah. She did abuse her underage boyfriend when she was dating Justin Bieber when he was 17. She did slap him, which is kind of cool.
Honestly,
She was 19,
that's
so-
fine. I don't see. Well, okay, never mind.
I mean, this is the least groomed Justin Bieber had been up until that point.
Yeah.
After we found out about the 5 nights at Diddy's, like,
After we found out about the arranged marriage to Haley.
that's also real.
Yeah.
Yeah, this man's punished. This man is in some sort of like.
I don't know. That's kind of just like part of my culture. So like I'm watching this from the outside in, and I'm like, yeah, that's relatable.
It's about time a Canadian gets what they deserve.
I just think karmically, Justin's gonna have a great life next time.
Wait, what?
Alden was very clear with that take, and I agree.
What did you say?
How have you misheard me like for the past week?
I don't know.
Do you clean your ears?
Yes.
Ooh, I love cleaning my ears. I do it every night.
I do it
It's
every
one of my
night, too.
favorite sensations.
I do it before and after my showers.
That's probably good.
I usually do it after, just because I feel like the little bit of water in there helps. Like,
Well, yeah, water dissolves your earwax like very well.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Why is that flashing?
I need to replace the 9-pin connector on that monitor thing. That the arm that used to be on top of the camera broke because the 9-pin connector there is busted. It's shooting out in the rain.
Why don't we plug it into the TV?
I would need an SDI cable to an HDMI.
Ew,
converter.
hell no.
I guess I could, in theory, do an HDMI cable, but that would look so weird to look at ourselves.
Yeah.
On that big ass TV.
I'd be like, what is? I would get really
Yeah,
sidetracked constantly.
I mean, at least there wouldn't be latency, but it would still be weird.
Yeah.
I don't really want to look at myself in the mirror the entire time I'm talking and saying that people are Zionists or problematic.
Well,
I honestly, I saw this thread and I was like, this is the most petty bullshit I've ever seen in my life.
from
Whoever
New York City
compiled this
Leopard.
thread, whoever the hell NYC Leopard is, we have beef. Okay? You should make a thread about how we're the most problematic podcast on the internet. I dare you. NYC Leopard, come for us.
Honestly, I need
If it gets this much engagement, it will only help us.
fan feedback on a crypto.
Oh, so yeah, I did. The Haley Welch thing is interesting too, because she launched the $ Tua coin.
Yeah, and now she's working with like a legal team.
She has not posted
She did.
an episode of her show.
Oh
since.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right about that.
So
But she finally addressed it.
I don't care. She's gone. She's cooked.
Hot
Yeah,
Tour was
no, I
supposed to
never
lift
gave a
people up,
shit.
and now we have this. Is
Th-
what I read.
Did you guys
as a
ever
tweet.
That's a
watch the
crazy
Talking Talk
statement.
Tua?
I
There was a
did.
great podcast of 3 people watching the Talk Tua podcast and then pausing and giving commentary, like culturally dissecting it.
Yeah.
And it's fucking awesome. It's actually good. They do an episode by episode recap of what happened that week on Talk Tua, and it's the best thing I've ever seen.
I'm tired of white women.
You've never been with one.
That wasn't my statement.
I think your exposure to white women is a lot less than the average American.
Yeah.
I grew up around them.
Your mom doesn't count.
I'm not including her in this statement.
I could never get tired of white women if they were all like your mom, Alden.
I miss LS.
Okay. Is LS coming to Margaritaville?
No.
No.
Okay, that's it. I'm getting her a passport.
Them.
A passport?
I'm getting them a passport.
They have a passport. How the fuck you think they're in Mexico City?
for fun. You can go there, you just can't come back.
Yeah, but they've been coming back. They spent Thanksgiving in Reno.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
They said they were having a good time, so.
Oh, this is actually one of the more interesting things in the whole thread, and I think it's a good can of worms to open. Selena Gomez is also working with rapists and abusers. She auditioned in WA movies about 5 times. Oh, Woody Allen. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She auditioning in Woody Allen movies about 5 times. Her mother confessed that they told Selena about what he did, but Selena wanted to work with him. That's weird. She shares her happiness in working with self-admitted sexual abusive offender David Russell, which she's doing a Linda Ronstadt biopic with that. Why we need to stop with biopics? That's the real problem. No one would have a problem with David Russell if he wasn't making biopics.
This thread just seems stupid.
Yeah, I guess this is the most valid point that Alden said earlier, that Rare Beauty donates to Israel, and their CEO is an actual like.
Oh,
son.
yeah, there it is.
That's cool. I guess that's valid. I guess I'll retweet that. 6 days later, this post is dead. I do like Selena belittling woman, especially the one that saved her life and gave her a kidney. That's funny.
Oh, I've got to sneeze.
Oh, this is my favorite part in the whole thing, and then we'll
ASMR.
move off. Selena painted in all caps, like the most dramatic thing
Bless
ever.
you.
Bless you.
Oh my god.
Selena painted some horses to record a music video. This person is out here acting like this stupid music video. Selena went out there by hand and painted these damn horses. It's so clear that this was like the art direction of the music video. So at the worst, you could accuse her of hiring, some schmucky kind of gimmicky music director or art director for a music video.
It's also chalk paint. It
It's
washes
also
off.
yeah, exactly. It's literally. It's not like she dyed these horses permanently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the Wizard of Oz. Do I need to clarify for you?
No.
Lead paint.
You didn't have to clarify. I understood.
Do you guys like the conspiracy theory that Munchkin killed himself in the background?
Yes.
It's not much of a conspiracy. There's just
It's fake, but
According to who?
earlier scans of the movie on VHS and stuff, it really does look kind of sus.
yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on the Wizard of Oz as a film?
My best friend's ex-boyfriend's parents had a Wizard of Oz themed bedroom in their very big house, like a McMansion light. You spent New Year's there one year. I spent
Yeah.
New Year's the year before there,
Yeah.
and then I slept in the Wizard of Oz room. It
Oh.
was fucking strange.
It's better than the Pirates of the Caribbean room with the Minecraft beds.
Where the fuck was this?
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, well.
I called Megan's dad yesterday to wish him a happy holidays because he's one of my closest,
Friends.
elder statesmen,
Oh.
friends. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. And I called him, and he was telling me he was on his way to go pick up Megan in Fort Atkinson, where the theater she's at is. And he's going to stay there for a couple nights, so he got an Airbnb. And it's Pac-Man themed. And he's one of those guys who's so, like, I don't know how to describe it other than he's, like, just, like, a really, like, friendly, wants to talk to everybody, wants to get to know people. So he's like messaging the Airbnb host back and forth. He's like, so why'd you pick Pac-Man? Like having like small talk conversations through Airbnb with the host.
Aww.
And it's like one of those things where it's like partial house. It's like the upstairs or whatever. And you just enter through the front door. And now he's like, yeah, I think we're going to grab dinner on like, Monday or Tuesday while I'm still there. And like, they're really friendly young couple. And they just wanted to make like a cool getaway for people to come stay at. And I'm like, Brian, you're one of a kind, man.
That's
I
awesome.
envy that.
Yeah, he's great. He's
Wish
a
I had that skill.
very prominent role model for me. He's friendly to everybody. But I just can't imagine like messaging my Airbnb host like a friend.
Yeah.
I'm always like hitting him with like legal terms. I'm sending him screenshots of squatters' rights definition on.
Oh my god. So I keep finding myself stuck scrolling through YouTube Shorts.
Okay.
I don't know how
Never
I
done
get
it
there.
before.
I don't know how I get there.
How does it work?
It's like any other, but
It's
yeah.
like Reels and TikTok.
But I guess my algorithm is just like clips from shows and movies.
Right. I've heard Ivy Wolk was saying that she watched like the entirety of Social Network through YouTube Shorts.
That's
Yeah,
plausible.
53
Yeah.
parts. I've done that before.
Yeah.
I've done that at work with subtitles on. I just scroll through the TikToks or
Yep.
whatever the fuck.
Yep. No, that's a common thing.
I'm gonna start name dropping Ivy Wolk like I know her instead of just like I
This
saw a
is like
tweet.
the 5th time it's happened. So yeah.
Because I brought her up for the first time on the pod,
Yeah,
right?
I think it's mostly Amy who's done this.
Okay, well, it mentioned. I don't know by who. I'm not the historian here. One of those firefighter shows
There's a firefighter show. Like
yeah,
Paw
there's
Patrol?
one with Rob Lowe or something.
Oh, jeez, that one that looks really bad.
Yeah. I keep getting clips from that
911 Lone Star. Is that what it's called?
That might be it.
Yeah.
It's either that one or whatever the other one is.
The Chicago Chicago Fire.
It might be that one
Can I
that
have a
this clip
blanket?
is from, but it was an Airbnb
blanket.
where someone was squatting.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. How are you cold?
I'm not cold. I also am sweating in my Snoop Dogg sweater, but like I need the blanket. It's comfy. It's soothing. It's soothing even.
Your radiator was fucking purring, dude.
Yeah, I know.
That shit was
It was
screaming
like
all night.
I'm trying to clear out the mildew smell from it.
Oh, nice.
I hope it worked. I didn't smell it when I came in, so I think it did work.
it didn't
smells a little
smell like
strange.
that. It kind of smelled like gas when I first walked in. And I was like,
Well.
please. The gas leak episode of Brapwatch
We've already had
The
that.
carbon monoxide special.
that we just.
It's
start
really,
talking
it's cool that
slower.
I can see the steam coming off of our roof and the shadow on the building next to us.
Yeah, I love that. I actually do kind of really like. I'm starting to really like winter.
I love
Now that we're
winter.
past the darkest day of the year, it's like
Yeah.
it's like yeah, it's fucking cold outside, but it's like an excuse to stay warm and inside and not go out and party and drink, and you know, be just a little homebody, be a little hermit.
Yeah.
I have not been a hermit. I've been trying really hard, but it has not been working out for me.
Yeah, I'm really trying to just embrace the cozy core, but then it's like, hey, I got my birthday party in Ridgewood on Wednesday. You want to come? And I'm like, fuck yeah. And then I'm there talking to people about the best movies of 2024 for 2.5 hours later than I thought I was going to be out. Mm-hmm. But it was a blast. Happy birthday, Colin. Hope we do that again soon. Colin's one of those guys, too, where it's like every single one of his friends I've met, I'm like, oh, we would be friends if we like hung out again. Like, you know, it's like no bad people showed up to this birthday party.
1 L or 2 L's?
1L.
Colon.
I think 2 L's is weirder. It's like call Lynn instead of Colin.
I'll call Lynn. Which
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, who we calling? Who's Lynn? Not my Aunt Lynn, please.
What about my Aunt Lynn?
You can call your Aunt Lynn.
She was just in Ohio.
Okay.
She at the game.
You can ask her if she had a skibbity trip.
Well, Tennessee fucking lost bad.
McKenna, if you're listening, do you know what skibbity means?
I don't know what skibbity means.
I don't either.
Just skibbity toilet. Remember the skibbity Biden skit from the Late Show?
No.
Yes. I do, because on episode 1 of this show, I made you skibbity Alden. Thumbnail.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the Brapwatch attendant. Oh, we got our 2024 wrapped as podcast creators on Spotify.
Oh.
I didn't share the analytics with you guys just because it was discouraging.
It's
I
fine.
want to know.
Our most listened to episode was the first episode, and it's got like 300 plays, and then everything else is double digits.
That's honestly fitting and funny.
Where do people mostly listen?
Probably YouTube.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's the feedback I've received. The only people who watch it on Spotify that I know of are
Is my mom.
No, I've heard other people say they do it because they don't want to see us on the screen.
Like, I get it. I understand.
I've had multiple people be like, I can't stand seeing Alden's balls.
I don't watch podcasts.
My balls aren't visible
I
this
sit my
episode.
white ass down and listen to them. So I get that it's like, oh, you want to have video as well to like make clips and content and stuff like that, but I'm not into the personality of the people's podcast I'm listening to. Depending on the one I'm into, it's like I'm here to hear like the life updates and hope they're funny, or whatever the fuck they've written about or investigated and turned into a podcast. This is clearly more of the former than the latter. We're clearly not doing any investigation, any research.
Do you want me to?
If you have things that you're passionate about,
Yeah, but most of them can't be publicized.
okay, well,
fucking
I think
God.
if you're going to put them out there in the world, this is a perfect platform to do it.
I don't know what you're thinking of, but it's not that.
It's just everything you say is so cryptic at all times.
I think that's the bit.
Is that a problem?
No, it's not a problem.
Oh, here's another really good tweet. This was more cannon fodder for Brapwatch. AOC said, "Damn, you know it's bad when even Trump is feeling bad for me."
Yeah.
And then Donald Trump said on, what is this, Parler or some shit?
I thought it was Twitter.
Who's doing retruths? Truth Social? Truth Social.
True so.
Really too bad that AOC lost the battle for the leadership seat in the Democrat Party. She should keep trying. Someday, she will be successful. Then appoint her, dude! Make her your fucking Attorney General. Why not? Attorney General AOC? It sounds horrible. It sounds really bad.
No, I don't think AG would work. I want to say maybe...
Please not Secretary of State.
I wasn't thinking Secretary of State, but maybe... No, I was thinking Secretary of State.
Yeah, I know. That's the easy one. But that's got to be Pete Buttigieg.
No, he needs to stay transportation.
Does he?
I don't think he's working quick enough, but he's moving in the right direction.
Oh, okay. Out of D.C. with Chasten is the right direction, it seems.
What if he was... Never mind.
I think a funny bit is that Pete Buttigieg is actually a closeted straight man.
It seems that way. Especially with that one conference he had.
Oh, where he was like, if I could cut the part of me that was gay out, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, he got a lot of flack for that.
Like, I understand
But
where
do
he's
I-
coming from, but come on, dude.
Look, it's not the worst take I've ever heard.
No.
I'm not saying I fully relate to that. I think, it's one of the intricacies that makes me who I am, but
I think
I
that's
can see
just
why
like,
it's damaged him and his career and why
It's-
he's
yeah.
resenting it and why he is a God-fearing man. I'm an anime-fearing man. We are not the same.
I don't understand how so many poli-sci people that we went to high school with, they're just straight up flaming. Every single one of them.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
But then Pete Buttigieg is like, nah, I'm not even gay. Just joking, y'all.
It's so weird how Barbie seems like that was so long ago.
It was.
Can we turn the AC on? I'm like melting.
You just put a blanket on.
I put a blanket on. It doesn't insulate like that though.
Yes, it does.
It's because they wanted to cover their balls, okay?
I would have actually thrown myself against the TV.
Without Babe's toes gripping it, like, I don't know how sturdy it is.
Oh my god, I really try not to think about that.
I think about it every day.
That's what changed my... Ew.
Oh,
Mine? Yeah, okay.
sorry for
It's
buying.
my fault that it fucking smells like, I don't know, fucking pussy granules.
No, it's your fault for needing the AC turned on instead of just opening the window.
Then
I'm gonna leave the door open. Leave the door open.
oh god, it does smell like cat food.
Yep.
Ew, why?
I have no idea.
So yesterday, I spent most of my day gathering stuff for
All
our
right, I'm
Christmas.
turning it off.
Okay.
I spent most of the day grabbing stuff for our, the Christmas Eve event at my place.
Uh-huh.
And I made like 8 pounds of Chex Mix. Did you know that cereal is $7.80 a box here?
Dude, this is the first time we've purchased cereal in months on GoPuff.
So that's not just here. That is a nationwide issue. It is up to $12 in certain places. Cereal is supposed to be the poor people's like breakfast option.
Yeah, it was the one thing that I ate every day of my life from the time I was like 7 until I was like 16.
Amy.
Yeah.
Somehow the candle cracked right down the middle.
The actual glass?
The wax.
I'm made of wax, Larry. What are you made of?
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
I know. Look at our Kwanzaa candle cracked right down the middle.
Happy Kwanzaa, everybody.
Oh yeah, Kwanzaa started, didn't it?
Kwanzaa will be happening while this is out.
Did not start.
So it
no.
didn't start. Yeah.
No.
Not yet.
That is always after Christmas.
It is usually the 26th.
I'm sorry. Thanks for...
How did we lose all 15 lighters?
I don't know where the Playboy lighter went or where the other thing went.
It's all supposed to be right there.
What?
The Celeste El Goddess lighter, thank you.
No, not that one. Oh.
The blowtorch is right there.
Yeah,
That's a
I've
little
used that for
overkill.
the candle.
That's
but
a little
it just
overkill.
Melts the wax. ASMR.
Did you see that tweet last week that was like, damn, they should really make museums at night? And then everyone was quote retweeting it. It was like, there's a whole trilogy about this.
Uh-huh.
Give me the torch.
Okay.
Krakatoa. Will you please say it while you do it, please?
Why are your
Krakatoa.
Why are your pants unbuttoned?
Because Greg Nancy.
Fat.
Okay.
What, you don't think guys can get pregnant? Really?
So close-minded, Damie. Ow, 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 fuck.
I found this new really good halal spot in Brooklyn.
Oh,
Right
yes.
by where Cameron lives.
Yeah.
It's called The Munchies.
I've heard about this.
Oh, yeah. Game changing. It's really cute. It has like the vibe of like you're at a food truck, but it's an actual restaurant.
Yeah.
You know, they've got like 8 Mexicans working the line, and then they've got 2 halal guys like at the front, like what you'd expect. And then I'm dead serious.
Hello, guys, is crazy. Not gonna lie.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
Like one of the guys is definitely Turkish,
Okay.
which is strange
Okay.
for a halal cart, I
Okay.
think. And then the other guy is definitely like Pakistani, and they get along. It's a handshake, a handshake deal, and some of the best fucking halal food I've had in Brooklyn. There's way better stuff here in Queens and definitely Manhattan as well, but for $9 lamb over rice, it's a lot of food, and they got the psoriasis fries. Oh, it's incredible. And then for $5 more, side of mozzarella sticks, same fucking fry batter oil. It's great. Fantastic.
Ooh.
I have to say, the best borough for food is Queens.
Yes.
Like, the most popular restaurants just aren't here,
Nope.
but those places just don't compare.
We're constantly getting slept on in Queens.
Yeah.
I got in a huge argument with people who live in Ridgewood, which is part of Queens.
Yes.
Not really, but it is.
It is. It's
It's
designated
in the
as
borough.
Queens.
Yes, they pay Queens taxes. They're in Queens County. That's real.
Let me see. You've never even experienced that, aside from maybe during your childhood.
The Alden Strait arc is going to be wild.
I don't know. Amy makes a lot of assumptions. And you know what assuming does?
Makes an ass out of you and me. I say it to our manager all the time.
Yeah, well, he makes really stupid assumptions sometimes.
He assumed my
Your grandma died?
Yeah,
I was like, yeah.
you're a few years too late.
I
the
said
last
your
time my-
great aunt died or something when he
Uh-huh.
asked me a question. I was like, I don't have the answer for you, but something happened.
Yeah, he's like, "Are you okay? Is your great aunt dead?" And I was like, "I'm fine. I just was dealing with something. And that's why I didn't come in."
Yeah, I was trying to give him an excuse to get off my back about you, like as if I keep up with your inner workings that well.
You were forced to at gunpoint half the time.
Yeah, I know.
You both track my period cycle and accident.
I always
On
know because
accident?
it's like the
The-
the Gabriel's horn of the apocalypse for my week.
Every
Yeah.
time I'm like, guys, I'm really craving red
I'm
meat."
really worried after you guys get to hang out more at Christmas Eve and then again on New Year's Eve that you and Cameron are going to sync up next time, and then I won't have the heads up.
You'll have the heads up. I got you.
How? Wait, how are you gonna help me out?
I'm gonna start looking through the trash for my tampon wrappers.
I don't need to look through the trash. It's very apparent. The bathroom like explodes.
Dog
have
surgery.
to cut that out.
Dog surgery.
No, I'm not
can't
saying
cut
the
this out.
smell. It's just the tampons are not in their regular spot. They're somewhere
They're
else.
like ripped open by an animal. Like you can see the desperation.
It's like when a raccoon gets on your campsite on a camping trip, and you're like, I
Yeah.
don't remember leaving paper plates.
No,
Oh,
it's like
Yeah.
a bag of hot dog buns that a bear went through.
Sometimes, yeah. The bag behind the door is like the neatest it's been in a while.
Yeah, because every time I'm on my period, the tampons, they shift where they're at based on urgency, like my sense of urgency.
Sometimes they're behind the toilet. Sometimes they're on like the top shelf for some reason. Sometimes they're on the floor.
pristine tampon, the
Yeah.
top shelf, if you will.
But you know I'm not on my period when I have it closed neatly, like a cereal box, like sealed like a cereal box. It's not just ripped open again.
That's how it is right now in the paper bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did accidentally hit it with the vacuum, so I'm sure I smashed that box.
That's fine. They're plastic applicators. They'll survive.
Okay.
Are you okay, Nate?
Yeah, I was trying to think of what to segue to.
You ever used a tampon?
So at work,
For
Whatever. I don't know.
one of my friends used them during a really bad nosebleed.
I used it for a nosebleed once. Yeah,
Yeah.
Does it like actually work?
Sort of.
it helped a lot. It was soaking up the blood.
I can't do that. I have to like close it off and let it clot up. I can't just soak up the blood.
I'm gonna soak up the blood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell everyone my nose is gay.
So
Wait, I have work stuff.
Oh yeah, I was really worried about that Instagram meme that was going around that said, Brat summer's over. It's now Italian fall or
Oh.
Italian winter rather. Mm-hmm. It's happening. The Italians are acting awful.
So at work,
As
we have this
per
family
usual.
of our group of Italian people, and on Friday, so 2 days ago, I'm sorry, I just saw Alden take their pants off. On Friday in the morning when I was working after we saw our movie for 3-something hours,
With the intermission, it was 4 hours and 10 minutes.
I thought the intermission was included.
It
I
was
thought it was
not.
built in. Oh my god. I've been telling everyone it's built in.
It's not, but I hope people go see it anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe at like noon on a day off.
Ugh,
I mean, your night after that's gonna kind of suck, but
mine did. Anyway, Friday morning I'm working. It's a group of 10 Italian people who come down. And they don't just come down at once. It's a group of 2 every time in like a 20-minute staggered increment. And they're taking up almost all the tables, but very slowly. Anyway, over the span of 2 hours, these people are coming down to put their orders in. The last guy comes down. He puts an order for a vegetable omelet. I'm like, whatever. And I've been busy this entire time. And then he gets mad at me because the vegetable omelet's taking a minute. And I'm like, well, you didn't come here when everyone else in your group was here. You just put your order in. It's going to be at least 10 minutes. He pulls up his Uber app and shows me that the Uber's 2 minutes away, the Uber XL. And I'm like, okay, well, it's still going to be like 10 minutes. Then he raises his hand at me like he's going to hit me. And I'm like, okay, you're going to hit me over a fucking omelet? That's crazy.
that's how you know these weren't Italian Americans either. These were Italian Italians.
Okay. Anyway, so like he just like screamed at me for a minute with his like his group, and then they all like stormed out, and I was like, whatever, that's fine. I guess like I'll just eat your omelet for breakfast, and I did, and it was a great omelet. I asked them to put extra cheese, and I asked them to put sausage in it. It was amazing.
The only like tourists I dislike more than the Italian tourists are the German tourists.
Why?
They are the rudest, most fucking entitled people on planet Earth. Italians, at least, are kind of like a little laissez-faire, like that whole showing up, like 2 at a time, like they're, that's them getting ready for their thing. But Germans would be marching down in uniform and in sync to like, we'll take 18 omelets, please. We're going to ruin your day. My omelet's a little underdone. I need another one. It's like, and here in America, we accept mediocrity, okay? We accept mediocrity, okay? We don't need all of our omelets to be the exact same. We don't need every omelet to have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Speaking of omelets, what's the Brapwatch brunch timeline looking like?
I was gonna ask, but I was scared because it's 17 degrees outside.
It is fucking brick outside, and I've kind of already spent my food budget for the week, but I could throw something on credit, I suppose. Methinks.
I don't think
I
we
could
should
just
do
make
anything
something
crazy.
here.
If Pita Pan's
I
got a
cannot
deal
survive
again,
Citrico or sugar free.
that's what I'm saying. I can't. I'm so tired. I'm slurring my words.
Again, I can make something here.
You can make something here, or if Pita Pan has a deal again. That was a really good
That
deal.
honestly saved me last week. That was great.
good. I've
And
been
I
living
ate
off
the
of that.
rest of my stuff on Monday. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was like two meals for $25.
I got jealous of Amy for taking your time eating it, and I was like, oh, my food's gone. I have no more to eat.
You could have texted me and asked, because I've still just
No,
been
it was
looking at
when you were eating it.
Oh.
For these being expired, they kind of still like
They're
have a good
fine.
flavor
I
profile.
don't
Makes
think-
my tummy tingle, but not in a bad way. It feels like a hug.
Wait,
on the
why is
inside.
this one May and the other one was April?
Oh, you.
Oh,
Created
this one's
one.
from September. Ooh, I got one of the freshies.
That's it. Here, try this one.
Here, you try September.
No, it's the same.
Okay.
Mine's a little more bitter.
What do you guys think of Hosier?
He's fine.
Okay.
I have no thoughts. Oh, I didn't finish the fucking Italian story.
Oh yeah. Sorry, back
So
to the
anyway,
Italians.
I go to work yesterday, and after, like, while I'm working, every single guest that comes down talks to me, they're like, yeah, your roommate told us about your experience. And I was like, oh? And they're like, on Friday morning. And I'm like, oh, yeah. They're like, the Italians. And I'm like, okay, not thinking anything. And I'm like, were you guys all there just watching? Like, being bystanders while I was getting screamed at over a vegetable omelet and a hand raised at me? I was like, Jesus, like I'm standing in front of my mom. Anyway, and then I go to drop off the check at my old job, and my old manager is talking to me. He's like, oh, you heard what happened? And I was like, what? He's like, this Italian family. I'm like, what happened? Apparently, our other coworker who was working the morning yesterday.
España.
Yeah. He apparently was verbally abused and harassed to the point where he had a mental breakdown because of them. Like, they were screaming at him and, like, being really awful and vile with the things that they were saying. So he started crying, and then he is just not doing well. And I actually felt really bad when I heard that. Like, there's a lot of things he does that irritates me at work, but I think he's a fine person at the end of the day. And I don't think anybody deserves to be treated like that over a fucking omelet, mind you.
Certainly not by an Italian. By a Karen, maybe. I think, honestly, Gustavo needs more Karen encounters, but they don't deserve a fascist yelling at them.
He is a fascist.
Well,
I don't know that.
a different
Okay.
type.
I do feel bad for him.
More
Yeah,
assumptions.
Me too. No one should be made uncomfortable in their place of work, especially by a patron.
Except public servants. And by that I mean politicians. God.
No, I know. I was trying to think of the word so I could be like, yeah, they mean politicians. Like what I want to be one day. I'd like to run for Congress and then eventually the presidential candidacy.
Cool.
Democracy
Chuck
needs an
Schumer's
afters.
address if you want to send him something. P.O. box down below.
It's a little late now, but I do have Mitch McConnell's address.
Isn't he still alive?
Barely.
So it's not. Too
He's
late.
hanging on by a thread.
That fucking like edited photo of him with a band-aid over his forehead.
I don't know. Him as the pale man's pretty good.
The what?
The pale man from Pan's Labyrinth with the hand
Oh
on the
my
eye.
god.
Yeah, no. I like the Pepe face morph.
Yeah.
With him on it.
Yeah.
He does look like a really sad turtle.
He looks like Franklin in an alternate universe.
Yertle the turtle, you mean?
Yertle the turtle?
The Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That felt good.
I need that.
I'm a crack addict today.
Mm. You know, I like chiropractor
Have you guys heard
ASMR
the story
videos.
of one of our Patreon members shitting themselves in their partner's classroom in front of a bunch of kids? Did I tell this yet?
Classroom?
Have I not told the story?
No.
So, Jeff gave me clearance to tell this whenever Brapwatch was getting sad. It's one of the funniest fucking stories I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my god.
And I was like, why didn't you tell this on the episode you guessed it on? It's Jeff. And he was like, oh, well, it happened after that. So this is recent.
Oh my god, finally someone who shot themselves as an adult, much more recent than me.
So
Finally!
they were doing a fundraiser for Sydney's classroom, which I believe, and sorry if I'm wrong here, I think she teaches first grade.
Okay.
Might be second, might be kindergarten, but I'm pretty sure it's first grade. Jeff comes into the classroom sometimes when he doesn't have to go to BearCom because, like, Mr. Jeff is always a fun time. It's good to have an extra adult in the room, and, you know, they'll do, like, fun, casual Friday type things. But they were doing a fundraiser. I think it was, like, one of those, like, box top things or canned food drive or something right before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff was like, oh, well, what can I do to help, like, give them a treat for winning the thing? And so Sydney had her class like vote between things that they wanted to do, and they wanted McDonald's for lunch. So
Aww.
Jeff goes to McDonald's and gets, like, you know, 30 single cheeseburgers and 30 fries and some nuggets and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he said, like, as he was driving to the school, he was like, oh, I'm gonna have to use the bathroom pretty soon. And I was like, okay. And classic Jeff is wearing all white.
Oh.
And walks up to the front door of the school, and one of the paper bags at the McDonald's came and starts to rip. And he drops a couple cheeseburgers on the ground out of the bottom of the bag. And he bends over to pick them up. And he said and I quote, trusted a fart, which is crazy, knowing he had to go to the bathroom and is wearing all white, in my opinion. But he bent down to pick them up, let a little toot out, picked up the burgers and threw them in another bag, and then walked through the doors of the school, said hi to the front desk, walked to the classroom, and as soon as he gets into the classroom, Sydney's like, hey, I gotta go run to the restroom real quick. Can you start divvying out the McDonald's? And he's like, yeah, of course. And so he's sitting here with a classroom of first graders and is, like, setting out all the cheeseburgers and fries on, like, a little table up front. And one of the kids comes up to him and, like, tugs the side of his shirt and is like, Mr. Jeff, I think you must have sat in chocolate. Kid totally gives him the benefit of the doubt and everything. And then he just turns his back to, like, turns it so his back is on the wall and stands there. And then Sydney goes back into the room. She's like, oh, thanks, babe. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go. And she's like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, I just got to go. He drives home, texts her when he gets home in the shower, and is like, sorry, babe, I shit myself in front of your kids. Anyway, Jeff, you're a one of a kind. Thank you for letting me tell that story on our show.
How big of a fart did you trust?
You've never had a fart like that?
Oh
You're
my
just
god.
like, oh.
He took a video.
Yes.
So, like, how he checked to make sure that it was bad was, like, he, like, briefly took a video where he, like, dropped his phone on the ground and then picked it up. And I saw that video. It was not a little bit of chocolate.
Oh my god, can I ask him to show me the video?
Yeah, once the episode's out, I'm sure he'll send it to us unprompted because he actually
You put it on our
listens.
story.
I don't think he would want it on our story.
No, of course not. Of course not. But that's hilarious. I do want to see it though.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
What
was that?
I don't know. It's
It sounded like a
neighbors.
gong.
Yeah.
Or like a wind
Polycule's
chime.
awake. It's like rise and shine, star shine, or whatever the fuck those, weird shit they say.
What? That's just what Willy Wonka said in Charlie and the Chocolate
Oh,
Factory.
I don't know that. I didn't know that.
Okay. Well,
No.
anyways, I'm not opposed to throwing a Molotov cocktail
What are
across
your
the
guys'
alley.
thoughts on the Johnny Depp, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie?
I really like it, dude.
Compared to the original, like, you like it more?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the original.
That's
With
interesting.
Gene Wilder or whatever.
Yeah, no, I love his performance and everything, but his character seems really pretentious. Charlie only has 4 teeth.
Yeah. I just like that they don't go more into Wonka's backstory. I like Wonka being a kind of weird, mysterious, and borderline pretentious individual. I think that works
He's
better.
just kind of a asshole, like unprompted. Like you understand why he's an asshole in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, because his dad is Count Dooku,
Yeah, exactly.
a dentist.
Like you get it.
He's an
It's-
anti-dentite.
What do you think? Oh,
And he's a recluse. Like he hasn't talked to a single person, just Oompa Loompas in the last 20 years or something.
And you're implying that Oompa Loompas aren't people?
It's just a different kind of personality that they just like interacting with.
what do you guys think of the Timothy Chalamet portrayal?
I don't really...
I think his
Uncle John.
portrayal's fine. I have an issue with the rest of the movie though.
I think it was sick that he got a pair of like, was it Nikes or something that were
The Wonka dunks?
yeah, the Wonka
The
dunks.
Wonka dunks, yep.
That was kind of sick. I was like, wait, I wouldn't wear those, but those look cool.
I don't really have strong feelings on that movie. I watched it relatively recently in like July or something.
Oh no, we saw it in theaters.
I did
yeah, I
not.
remember that.
I had a lot of problems with like the movie as a whole, but like for a contemporary like musical-ish Wonka film, like it was better than I thought it would be.
It was fine.
It's not as good as the Paddington movies.
The what?
Paddington movies.
Oh,
Are we excited
never
for
seen
Paddington Goes to
Paddington.
Peru?
Only if we get Amy to watch Paddington 1 and 2 between
Well,
then and now.
I have to watch Paddington 1 and 2 as well.
Really?
Okay,
Y'all
movie
haven't seen
night.
Paddington 2?
No.
if I haven't seen one, what would make you think I've seen two?
I watched 2 first.
Oh, am I supposed to?
No.
What is that?
The Radiator.
It feels like
It sounds like a fucking like Russian sleep experiment.
Yeah. Why are you touching my butt?
No, I'm not meaning to. Where's my phone?
Where's my phone?
Where is it?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, I think this episode's in the can. Thank you, everyone, for checking out Brapwatch. If you haven't already, hit us up on Patreon. It's honestly cheaper than most podcast Patreons. Like, I hate to be like a businessman, but here we are.
It's only $3.33.
That's
And
a-
also, for some reason, I seem to do a lot better on the Patreon episodes.
Yeah,
It's 'cause we
usually
warm
the
up.
energy level's higher, and honestly, it's the fact that we don't have to censor ourselves at all. If you think we
Yeah.
are coming off as uncensored right now, wait till you get to
If
that
you need more
Patreon.
people shitting themselves stories, you'll get them there.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
We've got a catalog.
Oh, no.
I've got a catalog.
The Brapalog, if you will.
The Brapalog, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a good time, and there's a sense of community. We're inviting everyone on our Patreon to join us at Margarittaville to relive some of our happiest memories of last year. So if you
miss you,
want
LS.
plans in 20 days from this episode coming out, hit us up on Patreon. Come to Margaritaville with us. You know, if you want to, what's his name? Who's the guy who shot Ralph Hinckley Jr.? No, that's the guy who tried to kill Reagan. Ralph Waldo Emerson is a poet.
I'm going to have to look it up. 'cause
Who's
I
the one who
don't
killed
remember.
John Lennon? If you want to do that to me outside of the Margaritaville, hit our Patreon.
oh,
John
don't say that.
Bye-bye.
Who killed John
Bye.
Lennon?
Oh, yeah. Who killed
Who killed John Lennon?
Mark David Chapman.
Yes. If you want to be the Mark David Chapman to my John Lennon, Margaritaville. Martin Luther King Jr. Day weekend.
Times
Find out
Square.
more.
The 18th.
But your flag gal won't get you into heaven anymore. They're already overcrowded from your dirty little war. Now Jesus don't like killing, no matter what the reasons for. And your flag gal won't get you into heaven anymore.